We did it again. I like that shirt. Really?
Really?
That's awesome. So pink means...
That's just the test.
I know. It just says the pink is going to be girls.
I don't know. Just the test.
That's awesome.
A bit. Tonight, police issued a missing endangered alert for Shannan Watts and her 2 daughters. Her husband says she's been missing since Monday morning.
34-year-old Shannan Watts, 4-year-old Bella, 3-year-old Cece have disappeared without a trace from their house in Frederick, Colorado. 34-year-old Shannan was a business marketing woman who essentially worked from home and took care of the kids. The day she went missing was the same day she came back from a flight with her friend Nico Atkinson. But unfortunately for Shannan Watts, these would be her last steps on Earth.
County Communications, this is Cece.
Hi, Cece. My name's Nicole, and I'm calling because I'm concerned about a friend of mine. I dropped her off at her house at 2 in the morning last night because we were out of town together, and we were on the way back from the airport, and she's having issues, and she's pregnant, and I haven't been able to get a hold of her this morning, and I've gone to her house, and her car's there, and stuff like that, but she won't answer the door, she won't answer phone calls, she won't answer text messages. And I'm just really, really concerned. And she had a doctor's appointment this morning, and she didn't go to it. And I don't know what to do. I've called him and talked to him, and he said that she went on a play date with her other 2 daughters. But, like, if she went on a play date, they're both in car seats. Why would she not take her car?
Perfectly understandable. Do you happen to know her address, Nicole?
I'm asking to stand outside her house. It's 2825 Saratoga Trail in Frederick. And then I said, like, Chris, can you just come home and check to make sure she's okay? Because the shoes she wears every single day are right inside her door.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, I'll be there in 30 minutes. Well, that was 45 minutes ago. And I called him and asked him again, can you please come home? And he's like, I'm 45 minutes out.
How you guys doing?
Brother?
What's that?
Do you remember me?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
How you been?
Hi.
You Nicole?
Yes.
Okay. So what's going on?
So my friend, we were out of town for a business trip this weekend.
All right.
And I dropped her off at 2 o'clock this morning. She's 15 weeks pregnant. She wasn't feeling well. And she had a doctor's appointment this morning at 9. And I told her to let me know if she needed me to take her. She's got 2 little girls. And she was very distraught over the weekend, wasn't eating normally or drinking, and we kept trying to force it on her because she's pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband and her supposedly are separating, but she didn't know this. She thought they were just having issues. He disclosed that to me today.
Okay.
Because I called him and I was like, have you talked or heard from Shannan since she left for work this morning? Because I can't get a hold of her. I've called, I've texted. Her car's in the garage. Her shoes she wears every single day are by the front door.
She only has 1 vehicle?
No, they only have the 1 vehicle. No, even Chris knows you can do it. They have the thing flipped up here.
Oh. What about the garage door?
I don't
Is
know.
there...
The alarm goes
do you mind calling him and seeing if we can get a passcode to this and get me permission to go in?
Okay.
I'm just gonna check the back, see if I can see anything. Right. I just want to look in all the windows, make sure I don't see anything out of. Do they?
you can't enter the house unless you see signs of.
Yep, I've got to have more unless I get consent from him to go in.
And if you don't, you can't enter.
Because it could be grandparents came and picked him up. You know, it could be a lot of things. She left her phone. Her phone's dead.
And it doesn't change anything even if they are pregnant.
No, I mean,
It's different rules, but they're all about the
yeah,
same. If you're stable with
you've got your Fourth Amendment rights to the house. Well, like she wasn't feeling too good and pregnant, and they were just concerned.
No, I know he works in the oil field, so he's on certain days and off for.
You didn't see her today, though, any outside or anything?
Her at all.
Okay.
That's not anything.
Right.
As the first officer arrives on scene, he notices that Shannan's car is still in the driveway. But according to Nico Atkinson, Chris Watts told her that Shannan and the kids were on a playdate. At this point, the first officer has arrived on the scene and is carrying out the welfare check. Police officers are not allowed to enter anyone's home without their consent, so while they wait for Chris to arrive, the first officer that arrives continues to ask questions and knocking on the door for a response. Shannan's neighbor Nathan told officers that she was diabetic, so she may have overdosed inside. Although Nico Atkinson knew the code to the door, she wasn't able to get in without their consent, so they were waiting for Chris Watts to arrive.
I'm here. Hang on. Yeah, get me on the phone. Okay, get Matt on the phone.
Scott, how you doing?
How's it going?
So this is the only vehicle she would have?
Only one that, yeah.
She would drive? Okay.
That's me.
Is that you at
Yeah.
148?
The neighbors went and checked his camera and they said that a white car drove away at 1. It was me though. That was me. I dropped her off.
That was the last action on my camera.
Good. That's throughout the whole day, or?
Besides Chris leaving.
Well, yeah. We can.
I mean, that's up to him. It's his house. If you guys.
Nikki, I'm giving you permission to walk in my daughter's house.
Mind if I come in, Chris? Okay.
Get Matt on the phone.
Yeah.
You checked upstairs? She's not there? I just want to make sure she's not passed out somewhere. Is she diabetic? You mind if I look around?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Thanks.
Come on.
Good for her. I'm checking the house for consent.
Down her phone.
Oh. Well.
Her phone.
Her phone's here? Her phone's here.
Does she work?
Yeah, she works from
From
home.
home.
Oh, from home?
She works, this is her lifeline. Okay, and that thing turns back on, it's gonna start blowing up. Oh yeah, trust me.
It was shut down.
She's in the fly.
Yeah.
Well, it was originally under the propeller on the couch. You know where it passed goes?
I don't know where Pasco is.
It used to be 2385, but now it's 6 digits.
It's the baby's due date.
1, 31, 8, 19.
During the day. The only people that showed up in the driveway and entered it were us.
I can look. What's that?
Your neighbor's camera.
Your neighbor, yes, cameras, he said that the only people that left the house were you in the morning and then the door was shut and then that's all he has.
I dropped her off.
Okay, but who left and then just, okay.
I'll see if I can get on that USA.
So at this point there's still no indication of where Shannan, Bella, and Cece were. With no clues as to where they may have gone, Shannan's neighbor comes forward and shows police the surveillance video from the early morning of that day, and Chris Watts was present to witness it all.
Nothing on there.
What's that?
Nothing on there.
You just have
My camera.
the truck up to the drive.
Lay down.
I'm loading my stuff up in my coolers, my water jugs, my book bag, my computers, some of the tools that I had from the toolbox. I knew I was going to have to do some pumping into rubbers today. That's why I was out so far.
Is this on continually
Yep.
recording?
Yep. Well,
It's not. Is it
any
motion or is it?
event-
Okay, so it's motion.
Any motion event that happens, I get cars driving from this street,
I usually park out there on the side. I just want to get everything back in. Be easier to lug everything out there, all the tools that I had to bring in.
All right. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Hopefully something comes up here.
The surveillance video from Shannan's neighbor Nate was the break in the case. With all of this evidence mounting, investigators are very early on creating a timeline and filling in those gaps and questioning Chris Watts where he was during those times. 24 hours into the search, and there were still no signs of Shannan, Cece, or Bella. However, investigators now know that this is not just a welfare check anymore. It could possibly be a homicide investigation. Now that the case is much more serious than just a welfare check, investigators return the next day with the CSI team to search for any evidence in the residence.
Hi, are you Chris?
Chris, yes.
Chris Officer Wines with the Frederick Police Department,
How's it going?
Office Perez.
Hi.
And we've got Boulder County Sheriff's Office. She can't. Hey, so we brought in some extra resources to try to locate your family.
Okay.
With your permission, we've got 3 different canines available. We'd like to collect some scent and kind of get the dogs in motion if you're good with that.
Okay.
They are going to need to come inside the house, kids' rooms, any of your wife's articles, anything like that.
Okay.
Is that okay with you? And you do understand it's completely voluntary?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we'll just let her get started and we'll be in the area.
Okay.
So Chris, I might need your help a little bit.
Okay.
I'm picking up Sarah on Katie, by the way.
Okay. Sure. Let me see if there's anything that. So it's nothing I could have ever touched at all.
How about actually shoes would be good too? Shoes that maybe you haven't touched since they've worn them.
I mean,
These are clean.
yeah, these are clean, but sometimes the blankies get put in there.
Leave those for a little bit. And I'm going to put 2 in those shoes outside too.
Nikki's car.
Oh, okay. Does your wife have a car?
Yeah, it's in.
And do you drive it? Or did she?
Last time I was the last one to go over to the pool party back.
Okay, so pretty recently.
Yeah, Saturday.
That's okay. Okay. Well, we'll give these a try.
Okay.
After carefully analyzing all of the DNA prints in the house, no one else's DNA was found, apart from the people who lived in the residence. There were still no clues as to what happened to Shannan, Bella, and Cece. Frederick Police Department requests the FBI with some assistance with a missing persons investigation.
And right now it's just like they've been on point. They're going through the house trying to get a scent, and hopefully they can pick something up to where it's going to lead to something.
What happened? Your wife came home. Tell me what's.
She came home from the airport 2 a.m. and I left around 5:15. She was still here, and like about 12:10 in that afternoon, her friend Nicole showed up at the door. Like I had texted Shannan a few times that day, called her, say but she never got back to me. But she wasn't getting back to any of her people as well. Nothing was here. That's what. I mean, she wasn't here. The kids weren't here. Nobody was here.
What's your wife's name?
Shannan. Shannan.
What's your kids' name?
Bella and Celeste.
How do you spell Celeste?
Celeste.
How old are your daughters?
4. Bella's 4. Celeste is 3.
Do you think she just took off? Do you think?
I mean, right now I don't even want to just like throw anything out there. Like, I hope that she's somewhere safe right now and with the kids. But I mean, could she just taken off? I don't know. But if somebody has her and they're not safe, like I want them back now.
When Chris was called in for an interview, he wasn't under arrest and he was free to go at any moment. The purpose of the first interview is to get a baseline story of what happened the day Shannan and the kids went missing. At this point in the investigation, Chris knows the most about Shannan and the kids' disappearance. Special Agent Coder makes sure he sets a nice and friendly environment by sitting next to Chris Watts and going over his statement together. Chris says that at around 1:48 a.m. the doorbell detects a visitor, and it was Nicole dropping Shannan off. Around 2 a.m. Chris says that Shannan was in the bed with him, and just 2 hours later his alarm clock went off for work. According to Chris, it's at this point that him and Shannan start having a conversation about putting up the house for sale and divorce. Kristen says that the argument gets pretty intense and emotional as they have a beautiful family with 2 beautiful kids and another one on the way. Because of the emotional conversation they had, Kristen says that Shannan said she was going to take the kids to a friend's house for a play date, but Shannan and the kids were never seen again. Unknown to Chris, investigators were forensically examining Shannan's phone, and when doing this, they see lots of messages between Shannan and her friends. And what investigators find from the cell phone analysis completely changes the course of the investigation. Just months before Shannan and the kids went missing, Shannan was texting lots of her friends about how Chris had becoming very distant from the relationship. She even suggested they go counseling, but every time Chris was very resistant and just pretty much brushed everything off. Back when Chris met Shannan and they were married, he wasn't in the best physical shape, but as the marriage progressed over years, Chris started to get into shape and attracting the attention of a lot more women. This led to Chris Watts having a sexual affair with his co-worker, Nicole Kissinger. Weeks leading up to the disappearance of Shannan and the kids, they traveled to North Carolina to spend holidays with the family, but Chris Watts stayed behind. But before they went and left Chris alone in the house, Chris promised Shannan that he'll call every night to check on the kids. Failing to keep his promise to Shannan, it was during this time Chris Watts and Nico have involved in sexual relationship.
Thank you so much for coming out here with me, Christopher. I am having a wonderful time. You mean a lot to me, and I'm glad that you're having a blast. I am so out of breath.
Chris wasn't answering phone calls when Shannan called. He wasn't calling to check on the kids and was just enjoying his time out with Nico, completely forgetting about his family. And it was from this point on Shannan became very suspicious about Chris. With all of this evidence mounting, investigators began to close down on Chris Watts. He was the last one to have seen them, and the last one that was with them the day they went missing. Investigators began to ask Chris Watts to take a polygraph test in order to clear his name. And Chris Watts, in order to try and hide his involvement from all of this, accepts the polygraph test. Agent Tammy Lee was responsible for carrying out the polygraph test. Shortly after the test was completed, she leaves the room to create the charts. In a polygraph test, an honest person would score around 2 or more. However, a dishonest person will usually score around -4 and below. Chris Watts on the polygraph test ended up scoring a -18. He failed every question that was asked on the polygraph test. That deception on the polygraph caused Chris Watts to become the main suspect. So at this point, investigators turn up the pressure and confront Chris about the disappearance of Shannan and the kids.
Okay.
Okay.
I did not lie on this polygraph.
It's not even an option right now because you did not pass the polygraph, so I know you were being deceptive, so that's not even an issue right now. The issue right now is what happened to Shannan, Bella, and Celeste.
Like, I want them back home, like...
But you know they're not coming back home.
At this point in the interview, investigators have applied enough pressure to make Chris Watts break down. Chris Watts then requested to speak to his dad, Ronnie Watts, and eventually explain what happened on the day Shannan and the kids went missing.
This polygraph failed it. Too much emotions. So I mean, they're not gonna let me go. Anything else you wanna tell me? What's going on? I don't want to protect her. What? I don't want to protect her. She hurt him? Yeah. Not hurt her.
After constant pressure from investigators, Chris Watts finally breaks down and explains what happened. However, investigators did not believe Chris's story of events and thought this was just an opportunity to shift the blame away from himself and towards someone that could no longer tell their side of the story. But at this point, investigators still didn't know where Shannan, Cece, and Bella were. So they must keep a friendly manner towards Chris so he can keep telling them further details of the disappearance.
It's the hard part. All you have left is to tell us where they're at.
They're gone. There's no bringing them back.
Well, where are they?
That's that first location I went to that day.
Like in something? Are they under the ground? Like, where would you find them? You take us out there?
I thought there's no one I wanted to block there. Are they all three out there, Chris? Yes.
What's that?
It's the Derby 319.
Whereabouts is Shannan and the girls? Okay, can you mark it for me? That is for Shannan. Okay. And where are the girls at?
Chris Watts finally breaks down and admits that he dumped Shannan and the kids at the first place he went to that day, Survey 319, dashing Shannan and burying her in a shallow grave and putting the kids in the oil tanks. Straight after Chris's confession, he was immediately arrested and taken into custody by police officers. The autopsy reports show that Shannan died from asphyxiation due to manual strangulation. Bella's autopsy report showed that she fought back as someone covered her airway, and Cece died from asphyxiation due to manual smothering. And from this autopsy report, investigators were able to confirm that Shannan did not murder her daughters, and it was all planned by Chris Watts alone. Later into the investigation, investigators get a hold of Nico. She calls into the tip line and admits to being the other woman Chris Watts was in a relationship with. But after a thorough investigation, investigators were confident that Nico had no role to play in this tragic event. A murder trial usually takes up to 3 years to collect all the evidence and present the case, but as investigators were preparing for the murder trial, they received a phone call saying Chris Watts was going to plead guilty to all charges and avoid the death penalty. Chris Watts, for the horrible crimes committed, was sentenced to 5 life sentences and will never walk this earth again.